Welcome everyone to the new product launch for IPVideo Corporation. What's really nice is normally we do a Halo launch. This time we're actually launching 3 products, updates for Halo version 2.3, Halo Cloud brand new, and also Viewscan 2.0. So with that, I'm Rick Cadis, VP of Sales and Marketing for IPVideo. I have with us Jonathan Antar, he's Director of Channel Support, Steve Rice, Director of Business Development, and Frank Giacovino, VP for Product Development, who will be joining us for the Q&A. Okay, so as far as the agenda, I'm going to be talking about IPVideo Corporation and the Halo Smart Sensor, and I'll also be giving you the new updates with Halo 2.3. Then I'm going to turn it over to Jonathan, who's going to go over the cloud and also a Halo Cloud promotion. And then Jonathan will give it over to Steve Rice, who will talk about Viewscan, the new updates with Viewscan 2.0, and also a Q2 promotion that we have with Viewscan. And then we'll end it with Q&A. And we're going to try to do each section in 10 to 15 minutes so we leave enough time for a number of questions. Okay. Next slide. So a little bit about IPVideo. We were founded in 1996. We're headquartered in New York. We're a global company, 9 distribution partners. We have 300 authorized integrators, and all of our products are made in the USA. Now, the products that we're not going to talk about today are AV Fusion. That's our synchronized audio and video recording software. Sentry, which are our facial recognition tablets. And also True Security Design, which is our consulting and also training division. So what I want to do right now is play a quick video for you that we've shot on Halo and the new features. You want to play that? Thank you, Danielle. All right, so what is the Halo Smart Sensor? Number one, it's an all-in-one device. So it's used in the market for health and safety. We're proud to announce that we're the #1 vape detector in the world right now. We're an air quality monitor. We're a complete security device where you don't want to use a camera or a microphone. And Halo's won over 30 industry best product awards. It's an IoT device. It has 12 unique sensors that do over 1 million readings a day, and they work together to eliminate false alarms. They detect based on set thresholds. And then those thresholds, those alerts send text, email, audio, can do LED changes, and also system alerts. And if you see with the dashboard, since our inception, we went from 6 icons to we've over doubled it now in the last year and a half. It has intelligence at the edge, and there's no camera or audio recording, which protects privacy at all times. So we try to make it simple to break Halo down into 3 buckets. So you have your air quality monitoring and infectious disease prevention. So how does it do that? Right, for disease mitigation, you need to monitor basically 3 areas: humidity, temperature, and particulate sizes. Halo does all 3 and kind of lets you know that Goldilocks, based on EPA and ASHRAE standards, what's the best air quality that you need to monitor to prevent disease and also just have your best health. Right? So aside from air quality and disease mitigation, we do vape and THC detection, and that's how we've been known for from the beginning. And it's also a complete security device. So everything from a spoken help keyword that sets off and lets security know that you're in trouble, alerts for aggression or elevated noise, gunshot detection, abnormalities in sound to show that someone's not supposed to be in a building after hours and all of a sudden there's a noise. Also light and occupancy. So all those different areas covers security. Next. So the new features in Halo 2.3. Number one, we have threshold alarms. So alarms can now be set for events that fall below thresholds or actually in between two values. And that's really important when it comes to air quality and disease mitigation, because you need to find that Goldilocks, that perfect spot where two threshold levels, it needs to stay within those levels. And this way, if it falls below or above, it can set alarms. We've also done additional keywords. So now we have 5 total keywords to select from. You can pick any one. And those provide greater performance against false alarms. And you'll know, like in an environment, if something's tripping, to switch the keyword and go with something else. Right now, we have a keyword that's like 9999995 against false alarms. So we're pretty confident on the latest one that's been added. Gunshot enhancements. Advanced algorithm improving recognition. We actually have 2-factor authentication now that's been certified. And that third-party certification has also certified our gunshot 35 feet in all directions, 360. Why that's important is no line of sight is required. So a lot of the gunshot manufacturers, the detection manufacturers out there use muzzle flash, and you need a line of sight to actually see the gun firing. We do not need that because we're using other features. Calibration enhancements. So enhanced calibration of sensors for air quality to mitigate issues like the spread of infectious diseases. We spent a lot of time with ASHRAE and EPA on those guidelines to get those thresholds set exactly right. International language support. As IPVideo goes global, we're getting more and more requests from other countries. Now we can do translations of all of our software based on request. Extended warranty starting today. We had a 1-year manufacturer warranty. Now we're upping it to 2 years. And now everyone's going to have an option to extend that to 3 more years to bring it to a 5-year warranty. And then what we're most excited about is the Halo Cloud. So when we started, people were buying 1, 2 Halos for bathrooms, really for vape detection. Now that with all these new features that have been added in and all the different ways schools and other industries are using the Halo device, now they're buying hundreds. And they're putting them not only throughout buildings, but through multiple buildings that they're managing. And our clients are coming to us and saying, okay, listen, we need an easier way to manage this. Look at all the reporting, look at it clean, make changes quickly, hence Halo Cloud. And the nice thing about that, it's optional. So we'll talk about that today. You can always buy Halo as you always have. So here's our roadmap. So what this shows is all the different versions of Halo since we started, when it was released, and what was added with each release. And the main point here is we're going to constantly upgrade, we're going to constantly add new features, and we're very proud that none of these new features that we've released, it all comes with the initial investment that you make. There was no additional charges. The cloud is going to be the first thing that's an add-on product. What I want to do right now is just talk to you about the different markets and how they're using Halo. First, this is a K-12 environment. So vape and THC detection we've talked about. Air quality monitoring, helping the schools get back in, helping improve learning by identifying CO2, letting teachers know, even something simple like turning on an LED light to let them know to open up a window and let fresh air in because it's getting in that danger zone. Halo can do that. Aggression detection, calls for help. So bullying in a bathroom or fighting. You have a student who's constantly bullied, you want to give them a keyword. They could do that and set that off when they're in trouble. Gunshot detection, unfortunately, that's something that we have to deal with. Prevent the spread of infectious disease, on everybody's top of mind right now. And then things like smoke and chemical detection from school labs or utility rooms. And then we get into vandalism, we get into trespassing, a lot of different areas for the K-12 environment. So what I want to talk about for each of the additional industries is just some additional points and how they're using Halo today. So in colleges, there's a big push on managing energy costs. So what's nice about Halo, it can actually make changes and talk to building management systems to open up dampers, let air in, change temperature, humidity, based on need, not on set schedule. And they're able to save a lot of money that way. And we've been validated through actually third-party engineers and architects with the data as well. Dorm rooms. Now there's a way you can maintain privacy in a dorm and also have a security device where someone can call for help. And that's a big key for universities, and as well as the vape and THC detection. Okay, next. Hospital environment. There's a ton of areas where nurses, what happens is they grapple with patients who are disturbed or just there's incidents. And what happens is their arms are tied. There's no way for them to reach for a phone or reach for them for a key fob. With Halo, they're actually able to call help hands-free and alert security right away or alert the front desk that someone needs to come in. And then preventing the spread of infectious disease is more important than ever in the healthcare environment. Manufacturing plants. So OSHA actually regulates the noise levels in a lot of manufacturing plants. So it's for two areas. Not only do they have duration of noise, but they also have decibel levels. And we can monitor both with Halo. Hotels. Again, like similar with nurses, you have housekeeping staff. There's laws that require a housekeeping staff to be able to alert security. You could do that with Halo, and it's also hands-free. People vaping in rooms, they lose revenue in hotels. They have to clean the rooms and they can't rent them out for a couple days, but they have to be able to prove that someone has vaped in the room to be able to charge back. So a lot of hotels now are using Halo to grab that revenue. And then monitor noise levels. So you got things like dogs being left in hotel rooms, TVs on too loud, parties in rooms. All of those things now can immediately alert hotel staff before things get out of hand. And then the commercial office. So air quality monitoring. What it also is doing, it's monitoring for CO2 levels, right? So that is directly related to not only student learning, but also worker productivity. So when the CO2 levels start dropping raising throughout the workday, production drops with it. So what you could do then is open up air, let more fresh air in, better air quality, better improvement on workers, better productivity. And as always, we're an open API. We've added about 10 integrations just since our last release, and more of these are coming on a daily basis. And the surveillance, cloud surveillance, networking companies, cloud management, access control, emergency notification. Halo's really touching all of these different systems. And with that, I want to turn it over to Jonathan Antar, who we're really excited about the Halo Cloud launch, and he's going to go into a demo here very shortly.
Thank you, Rick. So before we hop into the demo, I just want to talk a little bit about the cloud and some of the features that are in there. So cloud is an optional value-added service. By no means is it mandatory for you to log into the cloud and enroll in that. You can operate your Halos just how they are, and they're very powerful devices on their own. Should you decide to opt into the cloud, there are a lot of big advantages to doing so. There's a wonderful dashboard that's provided. This dashboard is going to allow you to aggregate multiple Halos in one place where you could see events, current and historical. And it'll just allow you to empower your staff to provide effective responses to many monitoring points at one time. There's a live view map feature. This map is fully interactive. So when you have an event, the icons are going to change colors to alert of that event, and they're actually going to change the icons to reflect what that event was. So you get a very interactive perspective of what's going on in your environment. There's a health monitor available in the pages, and these are going to show you your Halos that are up versus down. You may have some network issues, something like that, that may have Halos that are non-operational, and you can identify that immediately and reduce any downtime. The analytics page is going to give you security threats and air quality trends and improve your resource efficiency. When you're looking at these analytics, you can really get very granular as to what you want to see and when, so that you can really identify really powerful trends and improve that efficiency as well. There's exportable reports. These reports come in a few different formats, and you can essentially look back and provide intelligible data to change behaviors. You're going to be logging these events for a full year. So you now have access to all of your Halos data points for one full year. This is going to give you a lot of compliance for FDA, CDC, and some local health departments. From a maintenance perspective, Halo Cloud is going to provide tremendous value. You're going to be able to do configuration and firmware updates automatically. You can now change settings on multiple Halos at one time over the cloud. And once again, Halo, just like just like the Halo product, the Halo Cloud product is very secure. We've done third-party testing to make sure that it stays that way. So what you're looking at is a dashboard of Halo. You're looking at our home office, and you'll see there's multiple devices here. We have a trends section on the right. In the left here, what you're seeing is actually live events. So these are the events that are occurring now. And as those events occur, they show up on that dashboard. So you can see an event right away when it occurs. I've just created a gunshot event in the cafeteria. You can see it now pops up in red at the very top. It looks like there are some other events in different offices, but you can see as they roll in, they change to red and populate in that box. The maps view will show you the very same thing. So if I run the same type of simulation where we get in the cafeteria, a gunshot event, you see the icon changes color, goes to red, and identifies if there's an event there. Also on the right, you see the most recent events occurring. You can change maps if you have multiple layers to your building. And then we could see an analytics page. This is a sample of what the analytics can look like. So what you're looking at is 3 days showing CO2, temperature, light level, and VOC levels in one specific space. Also overlaid on top of that are some of the actual events that pass thresholds for carbon dioxide equivalents. So you can kind of see in the blue here at the very bottom, those are the light levels. So over the weekend, things are a little bit more based on the sun, whereas when the lights come on in a space, they're more consistent over the course of the day, and then dark at night. And then you can see correlating trends of carbon dioxide and VOC levels in those same spaces as the building is occupied and vacated. And now I'll turn it over to Steve Rice.
Thanks, Jonathan. Personal welcome to all of you that have joined. As Rick and Jonathan mentioned, Halo Cloud is an optional offering for connecting your Halos to ease any management concerns you may have and to provide timely and informative responses. Recognizing the importance of giving our customers options, we have developed 3 purchase options for Halo Cloud, those being 1, 3, and 5-year options. As you consider Halo Cloud, our sales team will be happy to assist you with any pricing questions you may have and scheduling demonstrations of the cloud to go more in depth than Jonathan did today. Also in purchasing, just like with Halo, Halo Cloud is offered exclusively through our authorized resellers and purchased through our approved list of worldwide distributors. The process of enrollment and setup into the cloud is very easy and quick. Once we receive a purchase order from one of our distributors with the quantity of Halos, the reseller and end user contact details, it takes approximately 2 business days to get the account set up. At that time, then you would receive the license key from IPVideo, understand the end user license terms, and quickly begin building your dashboard of your environment for managing Halo in the cloud. All right, IPVideo recognizes that by offering Halo and Halo Cloud solves customer concerns is only part of that equation. These are challenging times, and providing tools to assist in the use of Halo and Halo Cloud is also important. So we're excited to announce our Q2 promo for Halo Cloud that includes providing the following free services to our customers with our Halo Cloud promo. The first one is that as you deal continually and pressing concerns around vaping and how Halo helps identify that, there's also concerns about how you address it, from your dealing with students and parents, as well as conducting investigations, as well as developing policies. So through our True Security Design Group, are going to be offering this vaping training bundle. It's a value of around $495 to you for when you purchase 20 Halos or more. It comes free through this quarter. The next thing we're doing, in addition to that, is that as Halo is and the Halo Cloud report and deal with things like active shooters and gunshot, it's important. How do you manage that? How do you work through that? We will be providing a live tabletop crisis simulation as a part of this package to help you better understand how to respond to such events. It's up to 15 live participants with a moderator with a follow-up review. And so as a value of $3,000, this is a great way to learn how to more effectively manage active shooter situations and crisis management in your school or business enterprise. The other part of that is that we recognize now in this new world that curbing the spread of infectious disease has become even more important. So as a part of that, we will be offering to schools and to businesses an abridged offering of courses around how to manage and deal with infectious disease. What's it about? What is it? How do you manage it? How do you work through it? And so we will be providing this as well as a course offering. So as you look towards the Halo Cloud, know that this is an excellent and exceptional offering to consider and with your purchase. All right, so today's conversation so far has been about Halo and the ability to effectively monitor an environment to ensure buildings are safe and healthy places. Would like you to have you now consider Viewscan as also a part of securing an environment or assets at the point of entry or exit, whether that be detecting concealed weapons, integration of our Sentry thermal scanner to mitigate infectious disease transmission, or theft and distribution centers for high valued assets like smartphones, Fitbits, or Apple Watches. That's where we hope to take you now in terms of the Viewscan offering. So as we begin to discuss Viewscan, I believe it's important to call out what makes it different. Versus other metal detection type systems, Viewscan is based off ferrous metal detection technology. They're making it a very safe way to pass through, as it does not emit any form of radiation to detect those metals or concealed weapons. So no matter how many times a day somebody walks through, there's no harmful effects. Such a technology also makes it possible to detect items large or small, concealed or not. Okay, so as we look at that, there's the benefits of deploying Viewscan are many. So from this slide, I'd like to call out a few of those things. From a portability standpoint, it's lightweight and able to have set up and running in 15 minutes with no large professional movers required. Internal detection, from the standpoint, since it's only looking at for ferrous metals, those who have replacement surgeries using titanium will not be called out when walking through, as it's not a ferrous metal. High accuracy, can detect very small items that may be found in Fitbits or Apple Watches. Provide pinpoint visual verification with high resolution camera support. When we talk about ease of use, it's important to realize that the reason it only takes 15 minutes to set up is there's no tools required to do that. And along with the ease of setup, maintenance is also minimized as there is no requirements to continually calibrate throughout the course of the day. Unobtrusive, because of its small form factor and profile, it eliminates the intimidation feeling to you as you wanted to insert into a door or a frame to completely conceal it as well. Speedy screening is another area. The technology used by Viewscan allows for over 900 people per hour to be scanned and eliminates exceptions of not having to pass through those with medical conditions, pregnancy, or replacement surgery using titanium. So we minimize all those exceptions. So now with us understanding the key elements to Viewscan, what's new? With the new browser interface, remote monitoring is possible with implementation of Viewscan across schools or business campuses. With the 3x scan capture, Seeing the two previous and current scans, we now offer even faster throughput of called out exceptions. We have enhanced our mobility by providing a trolley system. And when power is a challenge, we have added options for 18 and 16-hour battery support. We've also extended the capabilities and ease of integration with other third-party systems such as access control, facial recognition scanners, turnstiles, cameras, and other video management systems. To further enhance setup time, we have simplified camera alignment procedures and enhanced the user experience with higher camera resolution support. As cybersecurity concerns continue to be heightened, Viewscan now meets California Security Civil Code codes as well. Assessing threats more quickly and calling out trends is a key to creating a safe and secure environment. Our enhanced reporting capabilities has streamlined this process. Next slide, please. In all that, the Viewscan offers what we recognize as important to provide a user experience that supports quick configuration and timely response to events. This new Viewscan dashboard is up to the task. From the dashboard, the user can quickly respond to real-time events or navigate speedily to forensic activities. As you can see here, we're showing you the most recent scans, the ability to take snapshots of those scans, export them, go to reporting, understand history, and understand the total number of scans and the alarms that come with that. So with that, we then offer an ability to, depending on lighting or more covert operations concerns that you may have, the Viewscan has a day-night toggle option for you as well. As with Halo and Halo Cloud, we have our international and global reach with distributors to providing you access to the product. And finally, like with Halo Cloud, there is a Q2 promo. With the purchase of 2 or more Viewscan systems, you will receive a free Sentry mass/temperature identification tablet and remote support to integrate that with the device. An exceptional value. So now you can also turn your Viewscan into an entry portal for safe and secure with both the Viewscan and the Sentry connected together. With that, I'll turn it over back to Rick to address any questions and comments that you may have. Rick?
Great, thanks, Steve. All right, guys, we're going to jump into Q&A. If you want to turn your cameras on, we can do that for the remaining time. A number of questions did come in that I wanted to get them answered. First one was, we installed 27 devices. Will they support all of these new features? So, Steve, you want to take that one?
Is that for the Halo we're talking about, right?
For Halo, yep.
So any version of Halo that you purchased today or 2 years ago, all of those features are supported with downloading that from our website, or if you move to the cloud, that is something that'll start to hop in automatically.
Okay, great. Then Jonathan, this one goes to you. They were looking for installers in Central Texas. So I know you were in San Antonio.
Yeah, we do have a number of different resellers in that area. You can contact Campion and they can put you in touch with the, with one that's closest to your area.
Yeah, and we'll stay with you, Jonathan. Can each sensor detect all of these items simultaneously?
Yes, they can. So you don't have to have just one thing happening in Halo. Halo is capable of doing all of these things at the same time.
Yeah, then we have a question about outside monitoring.
No, Halo is an indoor device only.
Okay, Steve, question about the cost of the Halo Cloud. Is it a recurring cost?
Yes, the offerings that we have for 1, 3, and 5 year are reoccurring in those intervals.
All right, I'll probably stay with you too. Halo Cloud restrictions in Canada. Do we know of any?
There are none based on the fact that we use AWS and can provide instances across the globe.
Okay, thank you. So for Viewscan, there was a question about picking up gold nuggets in a gold mine. I know we do not detect precious metals, so I'm assuming we wouldn't pick up gold nuggets either.
That's correct. Those are precious metals, not ferrous metals.
All right, Viewscan alerts. So Jonathan, how does it alert when it picks up an item?
So we have a number of different ways. The actual software, the web client software, can notify through the console, or whoever's logged in, it can play an audio through that PC or laptop. You can also have a third-party connected device alert you in different ways. So you can get SMTP notifications through email. We have RTSP outputs, so you can see them that way. There's visual displays on the screen to show you that they're above thresholds. And then when you're connecting to third-party products, which we have available as well, the sky's the limit. So however you want to connect those products, that's whatever they're capable of is really where you're limited.
Okay, and Steve, this question, are there additional costs for jumping to version 2.3?
Absolutely not. So as from Halo 1.0 to 2.3, the cost of the Halo has stayed constant. The exciting part is we've been able to, as you heard earlier, extend the warranty from 1 year to 2 years.
Right, and you can download the newest firmware from our site as soon as we post it.
Yeah, so the only additional cost would be the extended warranty, or if someone wanted to get on the Halo Cloud.
Correct.
All right, when will the new firmware be available?
Frank, that one's yours.
Very shortly, so keep an eye on the website. In the next couple of weeks, you'll see it appear. We're just working out the final testing before we get it out to the public.
And I know from the marketing side, we will send an email to everybody that's registered for this immediately when everything is available. So as a follow-up email. And I believe the Viewscan 2.0 is available today.
Yep, so any existing customers that have a Viewscan, reach out to us and we will facilitate the installation of the new software so you can start using the web client immediately.
Okay. Security is on everybody's mind these days, especially cloud security. Been a lot of notice about hacks in the industry. What are we doing about cloud security with Halo and Halo Cloud?
Give that to Frank.
So all the IPVideo products go through penetration tests to ensure that we identify any methods of cybersecurity, low, medium, and high risks. So we take care of those before we release to you.
All right, Jonathan, any special mounts required for surface mounting or recessed ceiling mounting?
So the standard Halo itself is a recessed mount, just the way it's built on its own. If you want a surface mount or use some type of a pendant mount, we do have a surface mount adapter available for it that actually accomplishes both.
All right, next we have, regarding the Halo Cloud Q2 promo, do I choose between the offerings or do I get all three of them, Steve Rice?
You get all three of them. So we're excited to be able to come alongside our customers and provide these services to all of the aspects that the Halo provide and augment that there. So yep, all three of them.
And in regards to promo, there was asked another question about the Q1 promo and the deadline on it.
Yeah, so if the Q1 promo is related to CARES Act, and that's a promo that will go through the end of March. And so we will be able to do, if you purchase 10 Halos, you get one. You purchase 20, you get another one. So for every 10 Halos you purchase, you get a free one. And we will ship those directly to you out of our inventory.
All right, there is a question, is there an open API? I'm not sure if that's towards Viewscan or towards Halo. I know Halo is yes. Do you want to
Halo
answer?
is yes, and the API isn't written for Viewscan yet, but it is able to communicate via TCP, right, Frank? Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. As a matter of fact, the API from how we communicate to third parties is identical between the Halo and the Viewscan. So if you're a video management system or an access control system and you've already integrated to Halo, guess what? Viewscan, you can apply the same principles and do the same integration with Viewscan.
Okay, Jonathan, can the Viewscan be bolted to the floor to create a permanent location?
Yes, it can.
It can also be put into door frames as well.
Yeah, so just call us with regards to how to do all of that. We can help you with that.
Okay, there was a question, does your product meet TAA, NDAA, and GSA purchase guidelines?
Yes, so NDAA, yes. TAA, I'm not, Frank, are you familiar with the guidelines on those?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, we'd have to look at what specific requirements were there for GSA and TAA, but I don't see why they wouldn't.
I think the important part too of this discussion is the fact that all of our products are manufactured in the US, in our headquarters office in Bayshore, New York.
Do I have to purchase Halo Cloud for my Halos to work?
The answer is no. That's the great thing about Halo and Halo Cloud is Halo Cloud is optional. The Halo is an intelligent device, so it's making all the decisions, as we say, on the edge, and therefore can be standalone to submit email, texts of notifications for the proper notifications that you may want, or through our third-party applications, you can accomplish that as well without the cloud.
Okay, how many Halos can be connected to the cloud at once?
I'm
There's
gonna
no
say
limit.
this. Yeah, I was gonna say the sky's the limit here. Okay.
And then Frank,
Unlimited.
cloud hosted in a public or private cloud?
It's a public cloud using AWS.
Okay, I'm assuming this is for Halo. Can then be installed in airplanes and buses?
So for testing purposes, yes, but it is not rated for that vibration that may be consistent in those areas. So if there's a specific application, we would have to look at it together and
But
see.
we are working very,
Partnership for airplanes.
Right.
yes.
And they have taken Halo and put this device around it, made it much more sturdier, allowed vibrations.
Yeah.
But that's a different product line that we could recommend.
That's why, yeah, we would have to work together towards that solution so that it can be used in that manner.
So the question is out of the box, no, but with the right specifications, hardware for that, we can help you with that.
And we'd be really interested working with a school to do a pilot for school buses too. So we'll put that challenge up to our schools on the line and some of our integrators. All right, that was the final question that I had. Frank, any final words you want to leave us with from the product development side?
Sure, keep watching. It's going to be a very, very interesting year from IPVideo. We've got plans for some new features and new products that you'll be seeing later this year.
And as if you have additional questions, certainly send them off to info@IPVideo Corp. We'll make sure you get those addressed right away. We will send a copy of this recording, this presentation, to everyone that registered today. And we'll also send an email immediately when software is available to be downloaded. And as far as the Halo Cloud, if folks are interested in it, place your orders through distribution, and we'll be ramping up very shortly here. So we want to thank everyone for joining us today. We got you back 15 minutes of your time. So hopefully you can use it wisely. And again, thank you for the continued support. And we're really excited about how our products are helping in your different environments. So thank you, everybody.
Have a great day now. Appreciate it.
Thank you.